Oh my God, babe, don't do that. You're giving him a heart attack.
I didn't give him a heart attack. I have to get over here. I mean, what do I got to choose? I got to choose my son making karate or that guy who could...
potentially having a heart attack because he almost got hit by a car.
He rides
coming
bikes.
Straight at him.
He's got plenty of experience with that feeling. All the things that led to my success, that led to me helping people, to building the practice, to creating the life we created, I could honestly say 100%. If anything, what I'm doing now, some of it was discouraged at school. There's nothing. Whitty and I apprenticed. We went, we observed, we used what was useful, discarded what wasn't, made it uniquely our own. I could honestly say now, 12 years later, there's not one thing I use, not one from school, period. So all school was a 3.5, 4 year beating the system and tests to get a piece of paper. And that's as much importance as I put on it. But you see how almost belittling I talk about it? Because it truly was, that's the usefulness it had on my life. Nothing happens when you get your degree. What happens is now you pay 400 grand back to the government that you cannot bankrupt out of. So you're stuck doing that. And that's it. Like it doesn't, nothing magic happens, but getting your butt out there, working hard, developing, becoming better, all the other stuff behind the scenes that you could learn from true business owners, that's the thing that really makes it count. I mean, I love school and I love the professors, there's none of that, but it was a system that was not clearly designed to make you successful, okay? Well, I'm a doctor now and I think I need to get this pay. Well, no, you're starting at zero. You have not proved yourself. It's so funny, these associates are like, well, I think I need to make 80 a year. I'm like, okay, great. So can you please give me your experience of running, building, sustaining, and promoting a successful practice? Well, I don't have any. I'm like, right, you lose. But it's not their fault. They were told and fluffed. Everything's gonna be great. And then when they're done, now it's all up to you. There's no help. There's no help. And I'm talking to my profession, but it's anything. I mean, imagine if you took 100 of the 400,000 and you could go to the best of the best of the best and get the best training on true success in real life situations and be the top of your game. And that's what I'm standing against. So the whole hero concept is, it's not I wouldn't say it's anti-education. It's pro-self-education. It's anti-agenda. It's
ecosystem.
False ecosystem. Yeah, that's what it's against. It's like wake up and realize you're in a false ecosystem. Yeah. Step out of it and really get stuff done, because who's successful? Everybody who didn't do any of that. Someone had a great question, like, when it comes to the hero, isn't the world polarizing? Meaning that there's a balance of things. So if there's so many heroes, therefore there would be so many non-heroes or villains or people who don't want to act in it. But I don't think, but I do think the people that don't choose to be heroic and do the things they were created to do, then that creates the polarization. And I don't think anybody will reach their 100% potential, but there's definitely another level. The thing is, you want to be a potentialist, right? That means I want to do the best I can with what I have in the moment I have it, because in the moment right now, tomorrow might be a different moment and you might have more or less to work with.
Correct.
So just in the moment right now, what do I have? What do I got? And let me do the best I can. Like Roberto got me good the other day. He's like, let's say you do a talk and you close 100%. Now what? I'm like, well, it's perfect. He's like, no, there's always another level. There's always another level. There you go.
Okay, so the number 2 thing that I want to talk about first was intuition. The second one is delegating. So that's one thing that I think we kind of take advantage of. That's one thing I love to do. I'm pretty good at that, and I have a lot of great people in my life that I delegate to. So find out what you're best at, what you enjoy the most, and then delegate the rest out.
But what he said is the reason why you have the financial problem is because you're busy tackling non-producing or things that don't give you a return on investment, where they could have been delegated out to free more time to do things that are high value, propositions and or lifetime legacy ones, like even spending time with the family versus having to do something else that is a low income or even no producing activity.
Check what you're saying to yourself, because you know, a lot of times we are our own worst critics. So, and a lot of times the tapes that we're playing in our head, do people even say that anymore? Tapes that we're playing. So like the things that we're saying to each other, to ourselves in our head, we're always projecting what someone else is thinking or saying. So a lot of times we're not even thinking our own thoughts. We're thinking, oh, I wonder what that person is thinking about my decision. I wonder what that person is saying about this. So screw that, you know, like make up your decisions, make your life, figure out your equation, make your decisions and go with it and stop. You know, you have to change what you're saying to yourself and just give yourself permission to do the things that you feel are right for you at that time. When is Justice gonna do his, do you think, like tonight?
Yeah, we'll do something.
Justice has his pre-black belt test tonight.
Yeah, his pre-black belt test. It's the test before the test to make sure he's ready and strong to do it. All right, thank you so much, guys, for watching 15 Minute Fuel. Make sure you share it. We're on SoundCloud now, which is awesome, and Stitcher. All right, YouTube, Chris Zaino, and make sure you go to the fan page. God bless, guys.
Bye.
Good.
This thing is unbalanced. Harder. It took a while. It took a while. Ay. Okay, got it. Hello, my name is Justice Zaino, and today Tim and Dad, they're going to be telling me like questions. They're going to be asking me questions about what I go through for preparations, black belt preparations.
Boom. So what's today? What's happening today that's super important?
Today is Friday and it's my pre-test for my black belt.
You excited?
Yes.
All right. How long have you been working on getting your black belt? How many years have you been in karate?
7.
7 years.
7 years.
So you're 10 now when you started when you were 3 years old.
It teaches you a lot of stuff and a lot of self-confidence and discipline, and also it teaches you a lot of skills like knowing how to grapple, spar, defend yourself in like a situation, a real situation, and there's some traditional stuff.
Any kind of words of wisdom when someone's facing something that they've been practicing for, they've been looking forward to, any nervousness tips or anything like that?
Yeah. I would say just keep on pushing and just think you've been doing this for so long and you've been training to get up to this point. Why should you be nervous? You should be excited and happy that you made it. You made it to this, and who cares if you lose, fail? It doesn't matter, but you know that you made it this far, then you can always do it the next time it comes around.
So, I mean, you know, one side of Justice, so then when you get to see him here, it's like he definitely is a different person, which is good, in a good way. He's not the little kid we know.
Set a date for testing, and then we'll go from there. Keep the other back, bow. This is straight, bow. Straight position. Congratulations, sir. Good job.
What I liked about, like, you know how like between the forms he would close his eyes.
Right?
And then he would open them like this, and he looked like that's the eye. Like he looked different. He was like, close them. He gets ready, and he's like, and then you're like, oh God, here we go. And then he would like, it's like he goes in this place and does it. Pretty impressive, man. Very good.